Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So I'm not gay, and yesterday at 5 p.m., they fumed me heavily, and it caused a lot of cognitive impairment. And I'm still feeling that impairment this morning, and they're still fuming me. This video is going to be very short, okay? Ezekiel 2 is a short chapter, but people should know that that occurred because these people are jealous, and I'm going to have to respond with more videos to punish them, to do God's work, and to show them that they don't tell me what to do, and that I'm not going to be moved by their racist harassment and their heterophobic harassment. They don't like straight people. Okay. Ezekiel's called to be a prophet. He said to me, "Son of man, or human being, stand up on your feet and I will speak to you." As he spoke, the Spirit came into me and raised me to my feet, and I heard him speaking to me. He said, "Son of man, I am sending you to the Israelites, to a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They and their ancestors have been in revolt against me to this very day." So, in the last chapter, we talked about how Christ was in the fire. Okay. And part of his body is like a glowing metal. That most likely refers to the sword of Scripture, right? The fire of Scripture, right? The word is said to be a fire. It's compared to a hammer. Hammer's often metal, right? It's compared to a sword, the sword of the Spirit, the sword of Scripture, the sword of the Word. The word word is like sword. So these people are rebellious. So here's this royal authority, right? Royal African Falcon Martial Art Order, right? Why isn't it a Jewish order? First of all, what Jewish person would you say is royal? Maybe crypto-Jewish European elites? No. Okay? They're not martial artists, right? Jews and white people, they're not martial artists with a long, profound continuity. They're just secular martial arts, profane, maybe church-aligned. No offense to anybody, these are the facts here. So the rebellion includes these people on this planet, right, and people in the Middle East, even other Africans who argue that they're royalty. They're rebelling against my leadership. So here's this royal sword, the sword of the royals, the sword of the nobles, the royal African Falcon martial artists of old who were kings. And I'm from the royal line of the Igbo tribe. So the people to whom I am sending you are obstinate and stubborn. Say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. And whether they listen or fail to listen, for they are a rebellious people, they know that a prophet has been among them. And you, son of man, do not be afraid of them or their words. Do not be afraid, though briars and thorns are all around you, and you live among scorpions. Do not be afraid of what they say or be terrified by them, though they are a rebellious people. Now, scorpions are like beasts, right? Beasts of the field, what have you. So he's saying they're like briars and thorns. This isn't the only time the Bible uses this sort of language, right? You see how it's consistently figurative. Chapter 1 was very figurative. See, they're briars and thorns, they're scorpions, they're beasts. And Ezekiel will very much tell us what the mark of the beast is. We'll get to that when we talk about the 6th year, the 6th month, and the 6 men later on in Ezekiel, around Ezekiel chapter 9 or so. Well, you'll see what I mean. It very much makes that very clear. Okay. So we have this sort of figurative language, and they're rebellious people, right? Beasts are rebellious people. They're people who follow idols. They're people who don't obey God, right? They're betas and brutes. You must speak my words to them, whether they listen or fail to listen, for they are rebellious. But you, son of man, listen to what I say to you. Do not rebel like that rebellious people. Open your mouth and eat what I give you. Then I looked, and I saw a hand stretched out to me. In it was a scroll, which he unrolled before me. On both sides of it were written words of lament and mourning and woe. So just like me, like where I'm mad at these people, but I'm also sad that it's come to this to some degree, right? So my words are angry. They're also calm at times. There's a certain sorrow and disappointment. Okay, you know, some of the people who are in rebellion are in my family. It's not like I wanted it to play out this way. People wanted it to play out this way, and there has to be consequences. I put God before everything else.